Hello everyone, welcome to Rachna's Fitness Show. I'm your host Rachna. This show is all about getting you off the couch and getting you working out. हमारा स्टूडियो का नंबर है 408-912-5565 408-912-5565. Since I'm just saying it, something just came to my mind right now. It's getting cold out there. अब इसके दो ऑप्शंस हैं. कई लोग सोचते हैं ठंड हो रही है तो पकोड़े बनाते हैं और चाय खाते हैं, या कई लोग सोचते हैं ठंड हो रही है तो जाके एक्सरसाइज करते हैं. So now you make a decision, and I'm hoping जो लोग हमारा शो सुन रहे हैं, मेरा शो सुन रहे हैं, they're the second kind of people. ठंड में trust me, the workout and the heat that the body come it's going to come along with the workout, it just feels amazing. Metabolism बढ़ता है. या फिर आप घर पे बैठ के पकोड़े बना के भी खा सकते हैं, या फिर आप एक्सरसाइज करने के बाद पकोड़े बना के खा सकते हो. So I would go with the other latter option. So when I just came to me because yes, it is getting cold. I mean, it's going to start raining, and I think it's also starting to snow in the Tahoe and all that, in fact just as of today. So yes, it's going to get cold, but please make sure you continue workout, because especially jab thand hoti hai, it's very easy to overindulge in just foods, meetha, namkeen, whatever. It's just easier to overindulge because it's cold. Eating food is comforting, and then bahut jaldi bahut zyada kha ho jata hai. And of course, and that's when achanak jab December aata hai, you start to feel what's going on, ye jeans band kyun nahi ho rahi is size pe jahan pehle band hoti thi, ye button ko kya ho gaya. That's just something that you've done wrong. So please make sure you do stay on track. Yes, it is a holiday season. Yes, we're supposed to enjoy. Yes, we're supposed to take vacations. Yes, we're supposed to eat, good health, cakes and whatever, जो भी आपको अच्छा लगता है. But in moderation, but at the same time, you want to make sure that the workout stays on track. Okay, so again, आप सुन रहे हैं रचना को रचना's फिटनेस शो पे. हमारा स्टूडियो का नंबर है. I will be happy to take calls. अगर आपका इसका क्वेश्चन है न्यूट्रिशन के बारे में, एक्सरसाइज के बारे में, अपने वेट लॉस के बारे में, something that you wanted to achieve this year, you did achieve or you did not achieve, call me and I'll be happy to give you information or help you to see what exactly you could do to change it if you need to change it. हमारा स्टूडियो का नंबर है, and the question could be related to eating से related, nutrition से related, protein से related, vegetarian diet. I'm just giving you ideas. आप कॉल कर सकते हैं अभी मुझसे बात करने के लिए. स्टूडियो का नंबर है 408-912-5565. अगेन 408-912-5565. Okay. Again, आप सुन रहे हो Rachna को Rachna's Fitness Show. I'm the owner of Rachna's Wellness. That was started just about 11 years back. So I can actually officially say it's more than a decade I've been doing this. It's actually nice to say that actually, yes, started back in 2005. So it's more than a decade I've been, running my own Rachna's Wellness. And of course, I think experience teaches you a lot. And I've worked with thousands and thousands and thousands of DC people, and with all different conditions. Let's say you have a back condition, knee condition, ankle condition. I've worked with pretty much every scenario possible. Hernia, बहुत सारी अलग अलग situations में काम किया है लोगों के साथ, and all I can say is that I've actually come out with every person seeing results, and I'm proud to say that. So जो भी आपके goals हैं, जो भी आपके fitness restrictions हैं, limitations हैं, goals हैं, आप please मुझे call कर सकते हैं. I'll be happy to work with you, work out, make sure that आपके लिए एक program create हो जो आपकी special conditions, आपके goals को meet करे. So I have, of course, like I said, we do personalized programs also. So again, जो भी आपके goals, I'm definitely welcome to give me a call. Information हमारे सेंटर में, if you're interested in getting information, आप हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं. I'll be happy to give you details. I know we have some callers holding. I'll be with you soon. Just give me a second to complete my statement. So you're definitely welcome to call me. I'll be happy to talk to you. Phone number is 408-320-8111. ये है हमारा Rachna's Wellness का number. So again, if you want to be in touch with me, set up an appointment to see what works for you, to understand the programs, to understand me, so I can also understand you, and then of course help you. To get in touch with me, again, the phone number is 408-320-8111. We're going to be talking to Sangeeta. Hi, Sangeeta. How are you? To answer that question, first of all, I need to know if you have any limitations and also what age group you're in. Because what happens after we get maybe about 25, 26, muscles start to get weaker. But, it again, like I said, if, so give me an age group that you might be in. You don't have to give me an exact age. Let's say 30s, 40s, where are we talking about? Early 40s, okay. Now, put it very, there's 40, no limitations. I don't see there's absolutely anything that should be holding you back. Yes, of course, I think every workout routine should start with stretching, and the instructor whoever is teaching, and I'm sure they're going to know this too, and then I'm sure they'll be doing good. But again, you want to make sure that you're doing a lot of stretching before and after. I think that's the key. Every workout has to start with a warm up and a cool down, and then gradually the routines should build up. So what I do when I teach my classes, I kind of keep the toughest exercises maybe in between or towards the end, but not in the beginning, so that the back is a little bit more flexible, because right when you jump into especially a core workout, you want to make sure the body has warmed up. You want to make sure the back is kind of easing into the routine, and then you gradually build to it. But that's pretty much it. And as long as you don't have, let's say you've don't have like a slip disc or something, there's absolutely nothing holding you back. A good workout routine, yes, you're going to have aches and pains, yes, you might have sore muscles, but that's all a part of it, and that's all a part of getting stronger. But it's not going to do any damage to the body. Aches and pains are fine with a good workout. You are supposed to have some aches and pains here and there, sore muscles, and that's just fine. A couple of suggestions I would give people, especially if you're starting into workout and you are sore, take a pinch of baking soda in a glass of water. It really helps with soreness. That's one suggestion. Of course, hot shower definitely helps, all those kind of things, but just a pinch of baking soda, nothing more than a pinch, maybe twice a day after you finish a workout and you're expecting that you might be sore. Pinch of baking soda. And the reason I'm telling you that, because what happens, the reason you're sore, because lactic acid builds up. Baking soda is basic, so it kind of cancels the lactic acid and it kind of flushes the body of all the toxins that might have happened while you're working out. But that's pretty much it if you could do. So like I said, again, to recap, a good warm up, a good cool down should happen. The very first exercise should not be the toughest one, and then from there on, just take it as you go. Sore, take baking soda, warm showers, and then you'll be all fine. You're welcome. Thanks for calling. Okay. So yes, so that's my point again. Please, 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 whatever age group you are in, there should be nothing holding you back. Nothing holding you back. I mean, exercise के लिए खाने के लिए तो हम लोगों को कोई hold back नहीं करता है. So please make sure there should be nothing holding you back from exercising. Again, listen to your body, watch your body, but again, please make your body strong. I mean, that's the whole point of हमारी body का मतलब ही है उसको strong बनाना. Body का मतलब नहीं है उसको weak बना के रखना. That's the reason we're supposed to take care of the body. That's the reason we're going to have a good strong body as we age, because you're keeping it the right way we should be. So our body is a machine. We're supposed to work it out. We're supposed to work out. That's just the way it's made to be. So again, studio number, if you have a question similar or a different question, exercise related, nutrition related, अपने weight loss, weight gain, खाने से related, सिंपल क्वेश्चन है मेटाबॉलिज्म के बारे में, अपनी मसल्स, कार्डियो के बारे में, और जनरल क्वेश्चन एक्सरसाइज से आप कॉल कर सकते हैं. हमारा स्टूडियो का नंबर है 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. Okay, so again, I'm doing Rachna ko Rachna's Fitness Shop. We do come here every Wednesday. I've been doing this for more than 7 years now. Every Wednesday, I come here from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, and we do take your live calls. And like I said, I'm the owner of Rachna's Wellness. I've been running my own business for about 11 years now. And हमारे जो programs हैं, of course, we've expanded quite a bit. That was one thing I always wanted to see. I didn't want to open up, centers and keep running. I definitely wanted to get to know people. But of course, a lot of people now do my programs remotely from all around the world. So I have people who enroll in my programs in different countries. And so I've actually designed programs specifically done to be remotely. So let's say if you're listening to my show, आप कहीं और से सुन रहे हैं, या फिर you have a friend or a family member that you really think, should be, or maybe they want to lose weight, you're definitely welcome to have them call me. Like I said, हमारे programs जो हैं, they're very much designed exactly to be done absolutely remotely. So that means आप घर से करेंगे अपने कंप्यूटर के थ्रू, phone, TV, whatever के थ्रू, but again, it's a complete remote program. You get access. That's when I work out with you daily. आप मेरे साथ workout करेंगे, but आप घर से करेंगे. You don't have to physically come down to the center. And of course, then I also work on complete desi nutrition, healthy meal plans. So our programs are a combination of nutrition and exercise. And of course, the starting point is to understand you, understand your goals, kind of create a program for you. And then I, of course, start with measurements. आपके weight measurements होंगी बहुत सारी. And then उसके बाद I kind of like to keep a track of all of these numbers every 3 to 4 days. Do आपका weight कितना कम हो रहा है, inches काफी कम हो रहा है, something that doesn't let you fall off the wagon. So every 3 से 4 दिन, every week, or maybe every 3 to 4 days in some programs, I'm going to have you recheck your weight and your measurements to see exactly what change is going on in the body. So things could be tweaked around if they need to be tweaked around. Okay, so that's all the programs are. So a lot of my courses are 3-month courses. We're a complete 3-month course, and in fact, that reminds me, if you're interested, you are definitely welcome to register now. But I have a fantastic, program starting just around 3rd of January called the Ultra Fat Burner UFB program, which either could be done remotely from wherever you are, or I can design it for you to come in once a week or maybe multiple times a week. But it could be designed anyway. So again, starting January 3rd, UFB Ultra Fat Burner. All I can say, fantastic burner. Expect to see lots and lots of results, and you're just going to have a different body soon enough. All I can say is that. So again, if you're interested in enrolling in this program or talking to me over the phone, again, the program starting on January 3rd. And to get registered, आप कॉल कर सकते हैं 408-320-8111, 408-320-8111. You can also visit my website, rachnaradio.com, RACHNA, rachnaradio.com, or you can always contact us through my Facebook page, facebook.com/rachnaradio, Facebook page, Rachna Radio. Okay, let's see, studio number again, 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. ये number अभी call करके मुझसे बात करने के लिए. So I wanted to start with a couple of different studies, and I'll of course go with the flow. Is of course, prenatal exercise, and I think I've been stressing, I've been telling that for you, to everyone listening to me for many years now, that it is very, very important for you, if you're pregnant, to keep your body fit. Okay, so as per the research, like I said, prenatal exercise lower risk of C-section. Pregnant women who exercise can significantly lower the risk of undergoing C-section and giving birth through large babies, which of course a lot of people think a large baby is a good one, but not necessarily. You want to have a good fit baby, but just not a large baby. Okay, so what they did in this study, they actually took just about close to 6,000 women. Women who exercised had a 31% reduction in the risk of having a large baby, and also had no risk of having a small baby and an early baby too. Further, risk of C-section was reduced by 25%. Just by exercising or keeping the body fit, they had a risk of C-section reduced by 25%, which is quite a bit. Okay. So definitely please make sure again to mention that I do have a special program designed for women who are pregnant, which is called my prenatal program. It's a complete program that changes every week with your pregnancy. In fact, I will be a coach all 9 months through your pregnancy. You can roll in the program whatever month that you are in, but I lead you from week 1 to week 2 until all the way up to week 40 to week 41 of your pregnancy. I will be leading you. So I keep changing the exercises. I keep changing your nutrition accordingly. It's a well-designed program that you will get informed every week. I kind of, tell you about the baby. I kind of, also tell you what changes are going on in the body, what you should be expecting this week. Exercises change hoti rehti hain. Again, could be done absolutely remotely also. आप इसको पूरे program को घर से follow कर सकते हैं. It's called a complete prenatal program, my 9-month, it's fantastic, well-designed program. So again, very important. If you're pregnant, you're definitely welcome to call me and get information about this program. It's called my Prenatal Rachna's Wellness Prenatal Program. Okay, next study I wanted to talk about is diet or exercise, the best way to reduce diet or exercise. Okay, अब ये question बहुत लोगों को होता है कि some people think that calorie restriction and weight loss are interchangeable. That means कि अगर आप कम calories खा लो, you don't have to exercise, और आप पतले हो तो you don't have to exercise, या फिर अगर आप बहुत सारा exercise करते हो, it's okay to eat whatever you have to or whatever you can. Probably not. As per the study, it appears that both of them offer distinct and cumulative benefits. The study enrolled men and women who were assigned one of the three groups, and they were all supposed to reduce about 8% body weight. Okay, either through calorie restriction or through exercise or through both. So उन्होंने 3 ग्रुप में लोगों को डिवाइड किया कि एक ने कैलोरी रिस्ट्रिक्शन से वेट लॉस करना था, दूसरे ग्रुप ने एक्सरसाइज से करना था, और तीसरे ग्रुप ने combination of all both the things. Now I wanted to mention, जब हम डायबिटीज़ की बात करते हैं, so there are 2 things. In fact, जब आपके डायबिटीज़ चेक होती है, एक तो आपके शुगर आता है, एक आपका A1C आता है, right? उसको इंसुलिन सेंसिटिविटी कहते हैं. Okay, so participants की एक इंसुलिन सेंसिटिविटी की चेक होता है, that in fact tells us कि आपका रिस्क क्या है डायबिटीज़ का. Okay, even if आपके अगर glucose level lower आता है, but if your insulin sensitivity is low, you're probably going to be having diabetes coming on soon. So your blood sugar may be perfectly normal, but if your insulin sensitivity is low, you are on your way to blood sugar issues and potentially type 2 diabetes. Okay, so the research the research found out that both exercise and calorie restriction had positive effects on insulin sensitivity. Most interestingly, the group that did both saw 2 times improvement in the insulin sensitivity than the other who did only the single approach. On the surface, it may seem obvious, but yet there are, and the reason I'm saying it because there are a lot of people who believe that if they maintain a healthy weight or they just look thin, it doesn't matter what they eat. Or sometimes people think that you're thin, weight ka to issue nahi hai, so I don't need to exercise. That's not at all true, and I've been stressing this for a long time. You need to exercise, whatever your weight is, you need to also eat healthier, whatever your weight is. Simple as that. Okay. Next, of course, wanted to talk about, and I think the reason I want to talk about is this. I think ye saal just about khatam ho gaya. Okay, there's still time left. There's still about a month and a half left. You can still make drastic changes and look different before the New Year parties hit us. So that's definitely possible. But I wanted to talk about a very simple, or not a simple, but just a scenario जो बहुत लोगों के दिमाग में चलता है, जिसको मैं कहती हूँ emotional roller coaster, weight loss का. Okay, so again, if you tuned in, आप सुन रहे हैं रचना को रचना's fitness show पे. I do come here every Wednesday between 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. We do take your live calls. हमारा स्टूडियो का नंबर अभी कॉल करके बात करने के लिए अपने weight loss, exercise, nutrition related phone number if the studio is 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. Again, आप सुन रहे हैं रचना को रचना's fitness show पे. Do come here every Wednesday for the last 7 years between 12 to 1. Okay. Again, information मेरे बारे में आप मेरी website visit कर सकते हैं rachnaradio.com. I have my own center called Rachna's Wellness Center, RWC. Rachna's Wellness Center. हमारी website है Rachna Radio, RACHNA, rachnaradio.com, or you can just Google and find Rachna's Wellness Center. And हमारा जो information, again, if you are a new listener, हमारे जो programs होते हैं, of course, are designed by me first of all. And I lead by passion. I, of course, lead by example. I definitely make sure कि अगर मैं आपको कुछ बोल रही हूँ, I'm going to follow more than that in front of you so that you are motivated to do it just because of I'm doing it with you. So, having said that, हमारे जो programs होते हैं kind of start with understanding you. And I would also like you to understand me. I would like you to understand हमारे किस तरह के programs, and I'll understand you कि आपका schedule क्या है, आपके limitations क्या है, आपकी maybe background kya hai, last 6 to 7 years in terms of weight loss up and down, what kind of lifestyle you have, are you busy in the mornings, are you busy in the evenings, what is your structure, when do you have a little time for yourself, maybe say help you with time management. So whenever kind of I understand all of this concept, then I create programs for you. अब अलग-अलग तरह के programs हैं. Just to name some programs, we have a program called Post-Pregnancy Weight Loss Program. Then we also have a Prenatal Program. Then we have a Just Abs Level 1, Just Abs Level 2 programs. And then we also have our complete 3-month weight loss program. And then we have our Ultra Fat Burner and a 30-day Desi Fitness Challenge. So there are different programs, in fact more. And also program for kids and teenagers. So based upon whatever your goals are, we do have program for men and women. आप मुझे call कर सकते हैं. I'll be happy to give you details, sit down with you, kind of understand you, and of course you understand me, and then design a program from there and make sure that you do see results. To get in touch with me, to get registered, or आपको अगर program पता है, a lot of people of course have done programs and they just keep coming back with different courses. So you're definitely welcome to go visit my website, enroll yourself. Website पे सारी आपको हर programs की dates मिलेंगी, enrollment मिलेगा. Website is Rachna Radio, RACHNA, rachnaradio.com. We do have our Ultra Fat Burner. You can start sooner, but I have a complete batch of people starting on January 3rd. So again, if you're interested in the UFB Ultra Fat Burner complete 3-month weight loss program, and the name says it all. It's a UFB Ultra Fat Burner. That means we're really going to target all the specific fat areas of the body. Of course, a flatter stomach is going to be the goal. And it starts with complete measurements, testing of body's metabolism. It also starts with weekly checkups, or maybe sometimes I do every 2 or 3 days. I'm going to ask you to check your weight and measurements. And of course, we follow complete exercises जो आप remotely भी कर सकते हैं, on-site कर सकते हैं, off-site कर सकते हैं, based upon wherever that you live. And then of course we also follow complete nutritional meal plans, where I give you a different meal plan to follow every level of the program. So I move you from one level to another level based upon your progress, and then every level I give you different exercises and also different meal plans. So that's how the programs are. So again, my complete what is called the UFB Ultra Fat Burner starting on January 3rd. To get registered, आप मुझे call करके register कर सकते हैं, online भी कर सकते हैं, or you can set up a time to come and meet me so we can sit and talk, and you can always do it at my center. Website rachnaradio.com. Phone number to get in touch with me is 408 320 8111 408 320 8111. Okay. Emotional roller coaster. Okay. Of weight loss. Okay. A common scenario बहुत सारे घरों में होता है that plays out in everyone's house is that there's someone who's trying to lose weight, and looking at the obesity rates in the country, I think सबके घर में कोई ना कोई at least एक इंसान तो होता है जिसको कहीं ना कहीं weight lose करने की ज़रूरत है. So I guess that's the fact. So if you're overweight and you're unhappy about it, most of the time, and I'm just talking, and the reason I'm talking this because there are different sets of people. So there are some set of people who are going to understand this because they've been through that, right? So there is a set of people who ignore it. They're unhappy about it, but they just ignore it and they do nothing about it. Okay? It's just painful. They, weighing machine pe. In fact, I know a lot of people who weighing machine pe जिन्होंने 2 साल से नहीं चढ़े, 1 साल से नहीं चढ़े, just because they don't want to look at the weight because they know they've gained weight. कपड़ों से पता चल रहा है उनको, but they don't want to check it because it's an eye opener, and then they are just not. They're not open to see exactly kitna weight pada. They're not interested to know as of now. So they kind of keep ignoring it, right? Okay, it's painful to think about it. You don't want to take the effort to do something about it. Maybe you've tried it and then it just didn't work and you gave up and whatnot. And now you are in that mode of I don't care, I don't bother, whatever. And this is what I call I don't care stage. I don't care anymore stage. जो है वेट है एक ही जिंदगी मिली है खाओ or whatever. एक ही जिंदगी मिली है. I think all the more reason for you to make sure that you have a good healthy life. Right? Because if you keep ignoring your health, it is going to come and haunt you very soon enough. And that's a fact that everyone knows. And the reason you're not stepping on a scale because आपको पता है आपका weight बढ़ा है, आपको पता है it's going to come and haunt you down. You're just trying to run away from the situation. So, कब तक भागोगे? It's not going to happen. Okay, but if you're in that stage, there are people, yes, there are people who they just they don't care anymore. Okay, but the same people, and the reason I'm saying that because yes, same log, they go through cycles. Okay, so let's see if you are in a stage that you are I don't care anymore stage, then all of a sudden you see a movie, or you see a good-looking person, or you meet someone who's lost a lot of weight, or your doctor tells you to lose weight, and then you start to think about weight loss again. And then you kind of start nagging yourself. This is called the self-nagging stage. Your heart wants your mind's attention, and you're forcing your mind not to hear it. That is what I call nagging it. Something within you, something within you is telling you that you want to listen to your body, mind, but you're like, yeah, I don't want to listen to it. But there's something that's now starting to bother you because you saw your friend in front of you has lost a lot of weight, or your doctor told you if you don't lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months, I'm going to have to do this with you. I'm going to have to start you on a medication. You know that's happening, but it's called nagging stage. And finally, the nagging gets so loud in your head. And then you finally have to listen, or you do listen. And now your motivation just jumps from 0% to 100 and 1000%. And you're willing to do anything to lose weight. Maybe just only drink water for the rest of your life, or go follow one of those crazy diets that you see online that say only drink cucumber juice, or just drink lemon water, or just drink some smoothie and that's it. Don't touch anything else. And you're in that one of these stage. I don't care. I'm just going to do. I'm never going to touch ice cream. आप सारी मिठाई फ्रिज से उठा के फेंक देते हो. आप सारी cookies फेंक देते हो. आप grocery store जाना बंद कर देते हो. Like I don't want to go in, and you're just done with it. This is the stage that the wholeheartedly you want to do something and jump into it expecting to lose 15 pounds maybe the next 3 hours. Unrealistic. And I call it I'm on fire stage. Okay. Now I call this stage very important. जब ये I'm at the fire stage पे लोग होते हैं, इसी टाइम पे गलत डिसीजन लोग लेते हैं. या तो they go and do something drastic, which is not good for the body and the weight is going to come on, or you could do something realistic. That means you lose the weight, you keep it off. So this is called I'm on the fire stage. But then if you do something wrong, you're again going to go back to the first stage, because what's going to happen, you did something wrong, it worked for you, the weight came on, and then you go back to square one, which is again, I don't care anymore stage. How do you break the cycle? How do you move forward from the stage, not go back to jump one, go back to the, level one stage again? For, like I said, a lot of the people repeat this over and over again. And the sad part about this is that it is very simple to break the cycle. And that is what I'm going to discuss with you today. How do you change the cycle? It is normal. A lot of people go through it. Even I think the famous Oprah agar aapne padhi hogi, even she did. How do you break it? How do you break the cycle? First of all, stop going for shortcuts. Okay, stop going for shortcuts. Let me name a couple shortcuts which are pretty famous out there. Raspberry ketones. हर जगह ऐड आ रहा होता है, लोग जल्दी से उठा के बॉटल लेके आ जाते हैं, खाते रहेंगे, कुछ नहीं होगा, हो जाएगा तो जो होगा, again it comes back. Green coffee bean extract. I'm just naming a couple. I know there's a bunch out there. Garcinia cambodia. There's a lot of things out there. And I think there's some kind of a conspiracy here to have millions of people hooked on something to buy so that companies can keep making money, of course. I don't know if anyone who ever came to me and said that they tried any of these products and lost weight. And in fact, any products के नीचे छोटा सा बहुत ही छोटे से font में नीचे लिखा होता है that you have to eat and exercise for the weight to stay off. Same thing. But again, it's not that's mentioned to you when you're buying it. It's जब टीवी के ऊपर ads आते हैं, बहुत ही appealing वैसे ads आते हैं कि बस सुबह उठते हैं, गोली खाते हैं, पेट कम होता रहता है, weight भी कम होता रहता है. But that didn't happen with you. Really didn't happen. And that's when people go back to again stage one, which is I don't care anymore. I tried it. I don't care anymore. Just because you did something wrong. How do you move from the stage 3 to stage 4 is like, let's lose the weight, lose it forever. Be healthy forever. Okay, this is the point. So if you exercise and you followed a sensible diet, you will lose the weight. Okay, so why take the wrong route? Why take shortcuts that you know are going to take you, maybe make you lose weight or maybe nothing, and then you go back to stage 1 again? Wouldn't you rather have the weight, lose the weight, do the right thing, and just keep it off? So what is it that you're doing wrong? Number one, you're trying to find a quick solution to a long-standing problem. Again, studio number I'll give you in between if you have a question, you want to jump in a conversation, welcome to talk to you, or a question about अपने weight loss related, weight gain, weight loss related, आप call कर सकते हैं. Studio number है 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. Okay, so number one, like I said, what you're trying to do is you're trying to, find a quick solution to a long-standing problem. It will never happen. First of all, all these things, then, you're always going to get side effects. Okay, I think same advice the financial planner is always going to give. If you want to get, rich quick, you have to do something wrong. And I think that, or you're going to have to go to jail. Right? अब ये बात फाइनेंशियल वर्ल्ड में तो समझ आ जाती है, बट जब वेट लॉस की बात होती है बहुत लोगों को नहीं समझ आती है, just because it's an easier way. Exercise करके yes, but that feeling of super high that you feel after a workout, वो उन्हीं को समझ आती है जिन्होंने exercise करके enjoy किए उसके benefits, because if you haven't, you don't know what those amazing feelings are. That super high feeling that you get after you finish a good workout. That only comes from exercise. That will not come for, eating a pill of raspberry ketones or green coffee bean extract or Garcinia cambodia or drinking just water every single morning or only water for the rest of the day. That doesn't happen that way. That feeling of achievement, that feeling that you've had a great workout, that feeling of happiness, that feeling of the whole body feels amazing because you did it. You did have complete a fantastic workout today. That only comes when you work out, not by popping one of those pills. Those are all shortcuts. Okay, so make it simple. How do we lose weight? Whatever you did to gain it, uska ulta kar lo, right? The reason you gained weight because you didn't exercise, so now let's exercise. The reason you gained weight because somehow you stopped eating healthier, you started eating outside, let's change it. Okay, your lifestyle was maybe eating outside every single day, the buffets, eating like kings and queens, and now it shows. So change your lifestyle, eat, work like healthier people, and you will lose the weight. And that's exactly what I do at my center. I do not get people excited about losing weight. I do not get people excited about exercising. I'm not asking people to go and starve themselves, but I'm getting excited about enjoying new types of foods and a better you. When you are a better you, weight loss is going to happen. Just trying to change their lives. That's all. Okay. If I again make it simple, a lot of people have come to my program have actually got rid of medications. I've had people who were on blood pressure medications doing a couple month of courses. They did not have to take medication. That's happened all the time. I have a lot of people who were taking, let's say, diabetes medication. या फिर उनको बोला गया था, if you don't, you're pre-diabetic. And, if you don't change something, then you're going to, and a lot of people, never had to go back to diabetes medication again, or, diabetes just, faded out. So that definitely could happen. So again, if you're interested in AFA programs, I will be happy to talk to you. You're welcome to come and meet me. Give me a call to set up an appointment, or we can talk over the phone. We have a lot of different programs for weight loss, all designed many different ways for people with different needs and different goals. You're welcome to give me a call, 408-320-8111, 408-320-8111. You can also find my contact information through my website, Rachna, rachnaradio.com. हमारे सेंटर का नाम है Rachna's Wellness Center. You can just Google Rachna's Wellness Center called RWC. Okay, we're going to be talking to, I guess, Babu. Hi, Babu, how are you? I'm good. How are you and how can we help you? For? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, right. And again, the logic behind that is that you're balancing your pH. If anyone listening, the reason you're balancing your pH because what happens, and again, let me make it clear. But thank you for calling, Babu. I really appreciate your call. Thank you. Okay, so again, I wanted to mention the reason this works is that because you're balancing your pH. Again, to mention, this is not a solution just for weight loss. This is in addition to cleanse your body. It's going to maybe show you more benefits on whatever that you're doing because you're balancing your pH. That means ab jitni bhi exercise karoge, healthier khaoge, you have a balanced pH of the body. What happens, हमारी जितने भी हमारे stress out करते हैं, गलत खाना खाते हैं, so हमारा body का जो pH है, वो basic होता रहता है. I'm sorry, एसिडिक होता रहता है. So what happens, एसिड जब भी आपका बॉडी जो है pH जो है एसिडिक होगा, that means 7 से हल्का सा कम है, barely, you're always going to have a hard time with diseases. आपको diseases बहुत जल्दी होंगी, cold or flu बहुत जल्दी होगा. You're going to have a lot of weight gain and issues and whatnot just because your body is holding on to the weight. Okay. Lemon water is actually considered to be basic. So I know a lot of people might think it's create acidity, but actually अगर आप pH check करो lemon water का, it is actually basic. So it neutralizes जो आपका pH high था, low था, it actually neutralizes it, so it kind of brings your pH close to 7. So now weight loss is going to be a little bit more easy for you. आप जो exercise करते हैं उसके benefits आपको ज़्यादा दिखेंगे. So that is the point of it. So again to mention, if anyone just gets up in the morning और आप कुछ नहीं करते, exercise नहीं करते हो, कुछ भी खाते हो, बस सुबह उठ के अभी गर्म ग्लास में नींबू पानी पी लो और सोचो आप उससे पतले हो जाओगे, that's not going to happen. Yes, it's going to give you some benefits of the body, but just expecting that, and I think that's what I've seen in a lot of people. आजकल मीडिया पे फेसबुक ऐसे से अजीब अजीब होते हैं कि बस इसको करो पतले हो जाओगे. That's all you did. That's all I did, and people follow it. These are again, like I said, shortcuts. Yes, they're okay to follow. You've done right. They were good for you. You're balancing your pH. But just expecting that and you're going to lose 20 pounds just by drinking water, no. You need to keep your body healthy. You need to exercise. In addition to all these little things, they're beneficial. But expecting these to show you only results, only these things to show you results is not going to happen. You're setting wrong expectations for yourself. Okay, again, studio number 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. We have studio number. To get registered, we have many different programs for complete weight loss. We have 3-month courses called the Ultra Fat Burner. Then we also have Just Abs, level 1, level 2. A lot of these programs could be started right away, or we have complete brand new batches starting on January 3rd. So based upon your schedule, I will set up a program for you accordingly. So if you're interested in the batch that starts on January 3rd, now is the time, of course, to enroll. It's a complete 3-month program called Ultra Fat Burner starting just in the first week of January. And like I said, the name says it all, Ultra Fat Burner. So we're going to make sure that we lose a lot of fat, burn a lot of fat, of course, in a right way. I'm not going to make you starve. I'm not going to put you on a crazy diet. It's all about changing the body. It's all about shifting the body's metabolism to have a higher metabolism. So your body is more of a high metabolism body so that you're burning more. So I do a lot of, strength training routines. A lot of nutrition is going to be based upon the foods that actually create heat in the body. So actually start to create or generate higher metabolism in the body. So that's exactly how all I design my programs so that you are a fitter person. So again, to get registered or to come and talk to me, आप call कर सकते हैं 408-320-8111, 408-320-8111, या फिर आप फेसबुक और वेबसाइट के थ्रू कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं rachnaradio.com. फेसबुक का पेज भी है Rachna Radio. हमारे सेंटर का नाम है रचना's Wellness Center. Now to mention, if you're listening to this show from a different state or a different country, you're definitely welcome to enroll in the program. I will exactly enroll you in a complete remote program जो आप मेरे साथ exercise करेंगे daily. But of course, you don't have to leave. You will be exercising through your computer or your phone or TV, whatever. So it's a complete remote program जो आपके लिए जो design होगा. And fantastic programs. Like I said, it's really been expanding. A lot of people are now enrolling from all different countries. It's amazing to see. It's a good feeling. It's an achievement that I feel that I've done something. But yes, a lot of people enroll in my programs from all different countries. So if you're interested in being a part of any of my programs, give me a call. We'll talk over the phone or set up a time for you to come in so me and you can sit and talk. Phone number to get in touch with me is 408-320-8111. Okay. स्टूडियो नंबर बैक अगेन 408-912-5565. So अभी कॉल करने का नंबर है 408-912-5565. Okay, so again, I was going back and talking about the power of motivation. Okay, you want to make sure that you're motivated to do the right thing. You're not motivated to take shortcuts. You're motivated to do the right thing. So it takes, you put effort into it. अब कोई भी अच्छी चीज़ बिना एफर्ट के नहीं आएगी. अब वो एफर्ट को आप एंजॉय कर लो या परेशान होकर कर लो कि एक्सरसाइज भी करनी पड़ रही है, हेल्दी भी खाना पड़ रहा है, या फिर यू लुक फॉरवर्ड टू इट. इट्स अ गुड वे बिकॉज ट्रस्ट मी, हेल्दी फूड इज नॉट बोरिंग. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, पीपल हु ईट हेल्दियर, they eat unhealthier many times too. All they do is they jump back right on track. It's perfectly fine to eat unhealthy food, here and there, as long as you jump back, jump back, climb the ladder back again, you're fine. Okay, so where do you get all this motivation from? Good question. You have to lead. You should have someone to lead you by an example, and that's exactly I stand, and I'm proud to say that I actually do stand by as an example to people. My classes, my communication, interactions are fun. People come smiling and then leave smiling. When you're exercising, and you're having fun, it's going to be soon a part of your lifestyle. Of course, I monitor your weight weekly. I monitor your measurements weekly. You're accountable to me. I care about your weight loss. I push and expect to see the results. Make sure that you see the results that we talked about, the results you wanted to see. In the end, I just want to say, stop going through the emotional roller coaster. You want to make sure that you do the right thing, get the weight off, get a healthy body, and move on with your life. This is not the way that you should be struggling for the rest of your life. Weight ऊपर जा रहा है, कम जा रहा है, ऊपर हो रहा है, कम हो रहा है, medication कम हो गई है, ज़्यादा हो गई है, ये भी हो गया, वो भी हो गया, डॉक्टर भी कह रहे हैं, just change it for good. Have a healthy body. I mean, 2016, every year. Like I said, I've been doing that. I started my show back in 2010? 9. I've been telling this since 2009. Change it. A lot of people have, of course, come to me. A lot of people are still, like, करें ना करें, अगले साल करेंगे, अगले साल बच्चा स्कूल जाएगा, बच्चा प्री स्कूल में जाएगा, बच्चा किंडर जाएगा, बच्चा आपकी शादी भी होगी, अभी तक आपने नहीं किया. I'm kidding, but please make it. Make some changes. Find time for yourself. Be a healthy person. And that feeling of being a healthy person, having a healthy body is out of the world. You only have to have a healthy body to understand what I'm saying. So be there. Okay. Another thing I want quick, since we're talking about exercise, let's talk about, stress. I want to tell you another special research about stress. As I think we all have stress, right? It's and we all know it's by far the most destructive thing to the body. So when you're stressed on a mental level, many toxins are produced in the body, right? जब हम stress होते हैं, आपकी body बहुत सारी toxins बनाती है. These toxins eat away your cells, they eat away your blood, your liver, your kidneys, and your heart. So people who are stressed out are always going to be unhealthy, or unhealthier than people who are lesser stressed out, right? Because, like I said, toxins जो होते हैं आपकी पूरी body को अंदर से खा जाते हैं. Overall health weakens. People who are stressed out are always going to be the first people in the family who get the flu when it's out there, or cold and flu and allergies, right? So you're just prone to more cold and flu viruses because your body is just stressed out. And a stressed out state, आपकी body acidic हो जाती है. Acidic environment is more preferred by germs and bugs. So that means cold or flu आपको बहुत जल्दी होगा, just because you're stressed out. Okay, but if I tell you there was a way that your body did not feel the effect of it, okay, wouldn't that be a great thing? So let me make it this. अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ कि आप stress करो मत, I mean, yeah, it's a good thing to say, but हो ही जाता है stress. I mean, you know, बच्चे भी annoy करते हैं कई बार, you know, it just happens, right? बच्चे annoy करते हैं, husband भी annoy करते हैं, wife भी annoy करते हैं, in-laws भी annoy करते हैं, daughter-in-law भी annoy करते हैं, सारे annoy करते हैं, you know, let's just face it. We get annoyed, bosses भी annoy करते हैं, so it is going to happen, you know. If I say that just don't stress out, then I'm not being realistic, so I'm not going to say that, because of course you can control your feelings, whatnot, but if I tell you that there is a way कि आप stress हो जाए, of course in limit, but there's a way कि उसका effect आपके body पे ना हो, वो कैसे होगा? Interesting question. Okay, so like I said, let's all face it, we all have stress. If you're living, you have stress. If you have kids, a job, you win a lottery. In fact, since we're winning a lottery ki baat ho rahi hai, there was another study I wanted to mention. They followed people who won a lottery, and after a year or two, they asked these people, and most of them said their lives had become hell. Most of them wished they had never won a lottery. अभी पता नहीं कौन से लोग हैं, I would like to meet one of these people. कहाँ दिमाग खराब हो गया था इनका, but oh well, I guess that's something that we've all seen. बहुत सारे programs आप देखोगे, आपको TV पे मिलेंगे, where a lot of people who win lotteries are not that we assume that they should be happy and all googly gaga after 2 to 3 years. That really didn't happen with them. They, you know, money does, if that much money all immediately probably did, you know, bring stress. I guess that's what happens. So back to a stress study. So if you think कि आप पैसा आ जाएगा तब stress नहीं होगा, तो trust me, even that is not going to happen. So by overeating आप stress करते हो, जब stress होता है आप overeat करते हो, alcohol पीते हो, smokes, drugs and depression चला जाता है, and whatnot. Okay, so the $1 million question is, how do you stop hurting your body from the stress or the effect of the stress? Again, as per research, when you exercise regularly, your body produces chemicals. Okay, जब आप exercise करते हैं, आपकी body chemicals produce करती है. Of course, one of them is endorphins. But when stress hits your body, all the toxins that are produced are neutralized by this chemical. Simple equation है. जब आप स्ट्रेस आउट करते हैं, आपकी बॉडी टॉक्सिन्स क्रिएट करती है. जब आप एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, आपकी बॉडी केमिकल्स क्रिएट करती है. तो ये जो केमिकल्स हैं, इन टॉक्सिन्स को कैंसिल आउट कर देते हैं. सो दैट मीन्स इवन इफ यू स्ट्रेस्ड आउट, पीपल हु एक्सरसाइज, it really doesn't affect the body too much, or maybe minimal, or maybe none. Because all the toxins that are produced by the stress are neutralized by the chemicals that your body creates when you exercise. Okay? So to tie in another research, the healthiest and the happiest job, in fact, they found out was of a health coach. So happy, but so all of you people who are stressed out there, if you want to feel better mentally and don't want stress damaging your body, then please exercise regularly. Like I said, every research has tried. Again, I mentioned stress is going to happen because we're living. Stress is going to happen, but let not the stress affect your body health-wise. नहीं तो फिर एक और स्ट्रेस हो जाएगा जब आपको मेडिकेशन लेनी पड़ेगी, इन्फ्लेमेशन हो जाती है, स्ट्रेस से बहुत जल्दी शोल्डर पेन होती है, बैक पेन होती है, नेक पेन होती है. जब वो ऐड ऑन हो जाएगा तो इट्स नॉट गुड फॉर योर बॉडी. सो इवन इफ यू स्ट्रेसिंग आउट जस्ट बिकॉज द वे द लाइफ इज, प्लीज मेक श्योर यू फाइंड टाइम फॉर एक्सरसाइज, बिकॉज इट डज, लाइक आई सेड, एज पर मेनी रिसर्चेस हैज प्रूवन, जो स्ट्रेस से टॉक्सिन्स आपकी बॉडी में क्रिएट होते हैं और एक्सरसाइज से जो केमिकल्स आपकी बॉडी में क्रिएट होते हैं वो एक दूसरे को कैंसिल आउट कर देते हैं, तो वो स्ट्रेस के इफेक्ट्स आपकी बॉडी को बॉदर नहीं करेंगे. ओके. Okay, interesting. So, again, studio number 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. Here's studio ka number. And actually not connected, but since we're getting towards holiday season and बहुत सारी eating out हो ही जाती है लोगों की. Again, I am very cautious about topics like these just because, I want you to make sure. अब यहाँ पे बात हो रही है मोटे और पतले लोगों के बारे में और friends के बारे में और dining out with people. So please, I'm not asking you to get rid of friends who are overweight, but I'm just sharing a research for you. And all that means is that please be cautious of the people that you are with all day, because it does affect you. Okay, so let me start with my study. So again, studio number 408-912-5565, a complete 3-month weight loss program. One of them is actually going to be starting right after Thanksgiving, and then another batch is also starting on January 3rd. Ultra Fat Burner, and also Just Abs Level 1 program is also starting. To get registered, आप call कर सकते हैं, आप इन programs को remotely कर सकते हैं, off-site या on-site कर सकते हैं. You can come to my center once a week for checkups, or you can come there daily and exercise with me, or you can absolutely do it remotely. So whatever your schedule is, I will create a program for you accordingly. So one of the batches is starting right after Thanksgiving, another batch is starting on January 3rd. कॉल करके आप मुझसे बात कर सकते हैं. फ़ोन नंबर इज़ 408-320-8111, 408-320-8111. वेबसाइट इज़ Rachna, rachnaradio.com, RACHNA, rachnaradio.com. Again, a complete 3-month program to change your lives, for good, to make you a different person for good, to make sure that you lose a lot of weight, you be a healthy person, you be a fitter person, you've lost a lot of inches, and those dresses are fitting fine on you, and you don't have to pull your stomach in to close those buttons and belts and whatnot. So if that's the way, or those are the kind of results you're looking for, of course, like I said, these programs are for you. The Ultra Fat Burner and the Just Abs are fantastic programs. आप call करके register कर सकते हैं, or just call me. Let's sit and talk and see what works for you. Phone number to get in touch with me to set up an appointment is 408-320-8111. Okay, so going back to a study, so I was going to talk about another great study I wanted to talk about is about dining out with other people. Dining out with other people. The question that the study answers is interesting. Will we eat more if we eat with a thin companion who eats a lot of quantity? Or will we eat more when we're with an overweight person who eats very little food? Okay, so again, please, whoever just tuned in, I'm not asking you to get rid of your friends or don't go out eat with your friends who might be heavier than you. That's not the point. The point is just be a little cautious of the company around you, or maybe you might want to change them, or maybe ask them to do something healthy too. So that's the whole point. But again, I'm just sharing a research with you. Let's go take some calls. We're going to talk to Prasad. Hi Prasad, how are you? Very good. How can we help you? You definitely need to. You definitely need to, because, like I said, that's a sign you're 40 or you're getting 40s or whatever. It's a sign that things are not going in the right way. And that was, again, not to make you feel bad, but you saw it coming, right? Within you, somewhere within you, consciously, subconsciously, right, right. Right. Yeah, which, like I said, you probably missed the initial part of the show also when I talked about. I did talk about it's not about being thin, and that is a thing that a lot of people do, which is understandable, especially when people are thinner. It's very easy for them to overeat just because it's a thing that's known out there. Ki hum to patle hain, it's okay. Or even people around you say you're thin, it's okay for you to eat. You don't have weight issues. Why do you have to worry? So, and I've seen a lot of people who are thinner, and by the time they get 44, because what happens, it was getting there. It wasn't the point of being thin. Maybe at a different metabolism, but also as we age, our metabolism slows down. So you don't have the metabolism what you had when you were back in 25 or 20s. So you don't have the same metabolism because muscle mass drops, and whatever wrong things that you did, like overnight eating and eating more when you're stressed out, is hitting to you now because you had a high metabolism initially. So the wrong mistakes were, undone by high metabolism, but that's not the case now. So which means, yes, now is the time to get back on track. Yoga is good, but it's not going to make you lose that belly fat. Just doesn't have, it doesn't have those kind of results. It's very, I think yoga perfectly, I feel it's a lot of stress reliever, but expecting yoga to get rid of a lot of inches from the belly fat is it's it's not going to happen. It doesn't have that power in it. And also inflammation, and inflammation is another part of stress too. So it's a couple of different things that is happening. Of course, you need to start doing some really good core exercises, get back on routine, start eating healthier. You want to make sure your food portions are practical the way they should be partitioned. That means you should have right protein and diet and fat. I don't know how much you've heard me in the past on my radio shows, but the food portion sizes should be back in control. You should be having at least about 60 to 70 grams of protein a day. Your meals one meal at a time should not be more than 500 600 calorie meal at a time. So nothing more than maybe max of 600 calories in one sitting. So those little changes will start helping. And of course, at the same time, when you start doing the core training. You're definitely welcome to join my Just Abs program. That's a program. All I can say is it's fantastic, and I've had people lose a lot of belly fat inches, and I've actually got rid of medications. Proud to say that. But Just Abs program, like the name says it, it's totally designed to really get rid of as much belly fat as we can. Sure, good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it definitely is. That's a mistake. Not you. I think a lot of people do in the Bay Area. Is one is that of course a lot of people are busy daytime and they just run back and forth. Second of all, when you go home, it's a psychological thing too. Saying I had a busy day, I did so much work, I even ate healthy all of the days, and now is my time. How do I deny my body? I've had a busy day. I earn money. I do good job and whatnot, so I deserve it now. And then you start overindulging, and that overindulging becomes from one roti to another dessert to another mithai. What it gets a little bit more. But yes, very much important for you to make sure that you're eating all throughout the day, because if you were eating all throughout the day, you will not overindulge like this at night time. First of all, you would not be that hungry. Second of all, psychologically, you will not feel that I did not eat anything, so I'm okay to eat now, because it's bad. I mean, if you did not eat it any for or just little here and there for good 8 to 10 hours, then you're eating a lot at night time. That's of course it's bad. Like I said, one sitting cannot be more than 500 600 calories max of a meal. So hopefully that helps. Okay, we're going to move on, I think, to one quick last caller. Rekha. Hi, Rekha. How are you? Good, good, good. How can I help you? Just have a minute or two for you, so please go and ask your question. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, true. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Let me quickly wrap up, just because I'm getting signals from a radio person. But yes, your point is absolutely valid, and that's the reason I mentioned thin people. You need to exercise, and that's the thing. I think it's built in our culture, and I get that all the time. Saying you're thin, why do you have to exercise? You're thin, why are you watching your calories? I'm like, I want to watch my calories because I want to be fit. But thanks for that point. Yes, but yes, a lot of hormonal changes do happen, especially with women, and but that's all the more reason for you to make sure that you have a fit body, because yes, changes are happening in the body, but that does not mean not every person is going to have a skinny figure, not every person is going to be size 0 or size 2 or size 3, but that does not mean you cannot be from size 10 to size 8 or from size 8 to size 6. So you have to keep trying, and that's the whole point. But definitely, yes, it's a good point. A lot of skin health is, thinner people think I'm just thin, I can eat it, but that's not the point, because trust me, I personally have seen a lot of thinner people. Triglycerides are up in 400s, already pre-diabetic, and a lot of bad cases have happened. So please be careful. But again, I think the point is that every person, for whatever the goals you have, you need to exercise and be fit. Very important. So again, just about getting to wrap up my show. I know I was going to talk about that point, whatever the eating out, we'll probably talk in our next show. But again, thanks for tuning in. If you are interested in getting registered and changing your life for good, and I will be the coach to guide you, push you, motivate you, whatever way. And what I do is I kind of understand a person, and once I understand a person, then I will push you accordingly, how much I think the person kind of needs the push. But again, if you're interested in any of our programs, आप मुझे call कर सकते हैं 408-320-8111. We have a complete ultra fat burner program, 3-month course starting. There's a batch starting after Thanksgiving. There's another one starting on January 3rd. So again, get registered 408 320-8111. I'll be again here next Wednesday. Till then, keep fit and keep working out.